Hello, everybody. We're back again, aren't we? For another discussion with another one of my wonderful friends. This afternoon, I've got a very special person who somebody told me was extra special, and she's a great talker. Her name is Miss H. Now, Miss H has the same problem as Miss V. She does not want her face in anything, but I think she looks fabulous. I think she should have her face in it, but I wouldn't do that because that's not what she wants. Anyway, let's say hello to Miss H. Hi, Miss H. How are you?
Hi, Joe. I'm great. How are you?
Have you had a great afternoon?
I have actually.
Yeah, you've been busy?
I'm always busy. It's been a great afternoon. Very positive.
Yeah, one thing I was told about you is that you actually never stop doing things. It's nice to be busy because a lot of ladies in these years, the 60s, don't have enough to do. They get a little bit lost in life, but I'm very busy. And I heard you're extra busy as well. But I'm here to ask you a few questions. To tell you the truth, you're so knowledgeable. I would like you here to do quite a few things with me. But let's just start with the number one. We're still in the segment of online dating. And Miss H, I heard that you've done a little bit of online dating.
Yeah, I have. I've dabbled. Yeah.
Oh, and there's my naughty girl Elsa just going to bark at the pussycat on TV. Don't worry about her, Miss H. You've dabbled. What do you mean you've dabbled?
Well, I found that it was a good medium to meet people and to try to find someone that I thought was a good match for me. I have also done, met people in real life. But yeah, I didn't find it such a bad way to actually get over a lot of that anxiety about meeting people at this stage. It was.
Have you had a lot of anxiety when it's coming to meet a person?
At different times, yes, but I think one of the things that I learned is that you got to still do it even though you have anxiety, because if you don't do it, you don't know. And and I've just been that person that knew that just by putting myself through it and like meeting people that I would eventually become more comfortable. And then when I must admit, I had become more comfortable, and that has enabled me to then look at who really is a good match for me. Because when you're in that anxious state, you can't really think clearly about, is this person actually a good match for me? Because you just, freeze and you just so caught.
What you're saying is really true, because when I started online dating,
Yeah.
I had extreme anxiety. You want to be there, Miss Perfect, don't you? You want to be that beautiful young person who you aren't anymore, actually, because you're in the 60s.
Yeah.
But you want to create an illusion of what maybe you used to be, and I think does that sound silly? That, you want to be young and you want them to think you're young and you want them to think you're beautiful. And I got really bad anxiety over all this. Did you ever feel like that? That you weren't good enough as a woman?
Definitely, Joe. And also that whole thing that getting older does make you think, oh, how can I be attractive as I get older, But interesting enough, like when I first dabbled in it, I actually didn't have my right age on there, just by a couple of years.
Wonder who else does that.
And then I suppose because I then actually started getting more confident in myself and my age and me, and I'm thinking, well, if I realized that I didn't want to change my age on it. I wanted to be totally honest, and also that was saying a message to myself that, hey, no, you're doing okay. You're great, and I want someone who's just a good match. And my age, the number is not actually anything. It's actually
you're really
match.
Quite gorgeous. So I think that you should never have felt like that. But I think as women, doesn't matter, we don't look at ourselves as being quite gorgeous. We think of ourselves as, oh, we're getting old, we need something done here and something done there, and
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
and what do guys really want? I'm still trying to bloody well work it out, to be honest. It's just not that
Well,
friggin' easy. But I don't,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't think they really, really care. Men want companionship. Do you ever
Well,
find...
I think also, Joanne, I would like to even take that a step further in that I think it's more that we are still attractive. It doesn't matter what our age. That
Yeah.
has been a really huge learning thing for me.
Yeah.
So I just can't emphasize that enough. We just have to go, hey, we're still attractive, because I
Yeah.
look at other women in my in the 60s, and I go, that's an attractive woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
gee,
definitely.
Yeah, she's still got a look about her. She's still got lovely features, and I think we get so caught up with all these little wrinkles, which really the whole big picture is not. That's not.
You know
actually
what, Miss
us.
H? Do you know what we get
Yeah.
caught up with?
Yeah.
We get caught up with looking at it in the news or online stuff, and you've got somebody like Kevin Costner. Now, is he got a lady the same age as him? He's very similar in age to me. No, he's got a young woman that's only like 40 years old, and she's gorgeous. George Clooney's another one. Brad Pitt's has gone
Yeah,
off with
well,
a 28-year-old.
yeah.
And we sort of think, is that what we're supposed to be? Are we going to miss out? Look, I remember my son saying to me, Mum, Mum, you should have left Dad 20 years ago, because now all the guys want young women. They don't want somebody your age. And it's stuck in my mind.
But Joe, that's not accurate, because so many men don't want women that age. And
No,
who wants to be
decent
with
men
some-
don't.
Yeah,
I realise a
yeah,
decent man
yeah.
wants a woman around his age and
And
somebody
that-
that's compatible.
They want
Yeah.
someone who is attractive in
Yeah.
their own right,
Yeah.
and who they can actually have a great friendship, companionship with.
Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
true. And I do find a lot of men these days, they want to do a bit of travel. They want to go out and eat. They've got different things they want to do. They've got a nice home. They want a companion more so than they need a sexual partner, which is really nice. I think the younger men, I don't know what they're looking for. Look, I'm still trying to find out about what people want at my age, But just tell me, have you ever found somebody you really like?
As in,
Compatibility.
like, oh, yeah.
I had a lengthy relationship that you
Yeah.
found online. And
okay, online.
Yeah.
Because as I said, I meet people in real life as well.
yes,
Online, the online
Isn't always
thing.
it.
Well, the online thing is just one way to meet,
Yeah,
and I think
yes.
that's what we've got to keep in perspective.
yeah,
If you're looking for a partner, a
Yeah.
companionship, a match, then you really need to just spread, be open anywhere,
yeah.
So, but if you want me to answer, have I ever found someone just from online?
Yeah, just from online. Yeah.
That I went, oh
Yeah.
wow, about. Yeah, I can honestly say I have.
Yeah, wow, that's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
there's hope for all those ladies out there doing the
Yeah.
online dating. There's hope.
Yeah,
There's hope.
There's definitely hope.
I think you've just got to keep. I once heard that you've got to date a lot of frogs to find your prince. Have you ever heard that saying?
Yeah, and I think it's a really good saying.
Yeah.
I mean, just that whole it's a numbers game, like you've got to put yourself out there and pick yourself, you can't just get disappointed after a few weeks of it or whatever. You've got to go, no, I know what I want, and I'm going to keep on trying, and don't give up. And don't
That's
give
nice.
up.
Don't give up. Can I just ask a question?
Yeah.
Because when I've dated, I've done RSVP, and I've never subscribed. Have you ever been a subscriber?
I think maybe once for a little period,
Yeah.
but honestly, most of the time you don't.
You
as
don't
a
need to,
female,
yeah.
not on the RSV
Yeah.
platform, but on other platforms, which I haven't really had much to do with. It's mainly RSVP
Yeah.
for me, and it's worked for me. Yeah, I don't. It's not that's not a real biggie, but I think it's for me, to do online dating, like if you want to at least be successful, you got to have that attitude that
Yeah.
you're not going to give up, and you got to be positive about you can find one.
Yeah.
You know, have the right attitude and be open and also enjoy being a woman. You know, that whole
They'd enjoy being a woman.
Yeah,
I
like-
think it's nice to be
yeah.
a woman again and wear something nice, or maybe a sexy bra and undies underneath your
Yeah.
clothes. Doesn't mean you've got to sleep with them.
No.
But it means you feel better in yourself. Is that
You-
right?
Oh, I so agree. You know, because you exude that if you're going, oh, you know, I put on some nice underwear, and you just know it, and you show it, you feel
Yeah.
better about. It's all about feeling good about yourself. So whatever's
It's a
gonna
nice way to
help you.
put it. Feel good about myself. Yeah. I think
yeah.
me personally, after being a mum of 3 and then raising a grandson for a little while and being married for so long, I never put that time into myself like I should. I think that was probably my biggest problem, and I've had to learn to do that again, you know?
Yes, yeah, you definitely would have. And
They're really good hints. Thank you.
no worries. No, I think it's. I think everyone can benefit from at least trying and at least putting themselves out there, because in the process of putting themselves out there, they're actually acknowledging their own feminine energy and not acknowledge that they are a
Beautiful woman.
a
beautiful, sexy woman, no
yeah.
matter what.
Yeah, that's right. So
You know what? We're going to sign off now, and I've really got some good information out of you, ladies. I think this is some really good tips. Is just what we need. How about we say, see you later now, and let's come back in the next edition and chat some more on this. You have a great evening, everybody.